Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global market reporter at Nasdaq, with daily insight on the Nasdaq-100 index, or the NDX, which is made up of 100 of the largest domestic and international non-financial innovative companies listed on Nasdaq. The NDX has been the barometer for U.S. large cap growth and also one of the best performing indexes over the last decade and a half, not to mention one of the most liquid index ecosystems in the world. Joining us this Friday afternoon, we have Sara, Mehle, ESG index strategist with Nasdaq Global Indexes, and she has identified an indicator that perhaps suggests that the bottom might be in. Sara, is this just wishful thinking, or is there something here? I mean, the composite, the Nasdaq-100 is up nearly 7% for the week.
Yeah, Jill. So today we did see the chart of the Nasdaq-100 index, the long-term point and figure chart, return to a buy signal at 11,850 before moving to 12,000. So we did see the index break through that 12,000 threshold. So this move, while it's not the one all indicator, it is suggesting that we are seeing demand return here to the Nasdaq-100 index. So with this today's buy signal, it ends a period of two consecutive sell signals that started in June. And two consecutive sell signals is just showing basically bearish follow through. So today's buy signal, which was followed by the reversal started earlier this week, excuse me, but today's buy signal, reverses those two consecutive sell signals. And so this is a starting point, if you will.
So Sara, if we take a look at your next chart here, what are the levels that you're watching in the Nasdaq-100?
Sure. So I just wanted to go ahead and give some updated levels here. So again, with the buy signal that happened at 11,850 today, we then saw the index move higher to 12,000, where it sits on that point and figure chart. The next level of support, or the first level of support, we're going to go down to the last column of the most bottom O. That's where the index fell and was able to hold. So that's 11,100. So that's the support. We do have some overhead resistance to move through at 12,750. So we'll need to be able to break above that resistance level. That's an area that we were able to hit back in May, but we weren't able to move above. So that if we are able to move above that, then we're kind of showing some of the reversal of this bearish trend. So 12,750. And then we're looking at 13,200. This is where the chart would move back into an overall positive trend. We saw the chart fall to a negative trend back in April. And so again, a positive trend is going to be another positive sign. And then from here, we have various levels of resistance to move through. The first being 13,500. And again, we're just looking back at previous high X's that we weren't able to break through. And then of course, we're going to want to see a move to either match or better all-time highs. We're quite away from that still, but like you said, today's move of about 2.7%, and then the week up a little under 7% here. These are some nice encouraging numbers.
Yeah, they certainly are, Sara. So explain to the audience then, you will be able to confirm that the bear market is over if you cross that 13,000 and it's able to stay there. That kind of confirms that we're back in a positive upswing. Is that what you need to see for us to determine whether or not it's a bear market rally, or we have reverse course and we're moving into more positive market sentiment?
Sure. So from here, even if we saw reversal down into O's from here, as long as we don't fall below that 11,100 line, that's a nice little exhale. And then we would like to see maybe a reversal back up, which we could see another consecutive buy signal. A buy signal is simply when a column of X's exceeds the previous column of X's. So two consecutive buy signals is going to be positive here. We haven't really even seen two consecutive buy signals given at all this year. So that would be a first that we haven't seen since 2021. And then, like you said, just moving through some of these overhead resistance levels. And I think one of the key support levels that we're going to need to break through, or key resistance levels, is going to be that trend line. So we need to reverse that bearish resistance line into that bullish support line. So, we're going to have to see, the technical number there, is always 20% to see that, kind of bear market confirmed to be over. But from a technical perspective, like I said, I think consecutive buy signals, move through those significant resistance levels, and then flip to positive trends, and then eventually matching or bettering those all-time highs.
All right. We will be rooting to find some X's. We have to do it at least once for 2022. Sara, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global market reporter at Nasdaq.